What is up, guys? It is the Yard Sale 101 coming right back at you guys with another video, and this time it is a story time video on how I sprained my ankle. As you can see here, I got a cast on. Yeah, that's right, I got a cast on. You realize how crazy that is? I've been here for about a couple of weeks. Not gonna lie, guys, this really changed like my video schedule for YouTube, because I really couldn't do anything. Like I can't go anywhere. Usually my mom, once in a while, she'll take me somewhere. Like we went to the movies yesterday, and we also went to her friend's house. Yeah, we went to her friend's house not that long ago. But I can't go anywhere. I can't even play basketball. But basketball is the reason why I sprained my ankle. It happens, you know, accidents happen, especially since all you athletes out there, you get injured. I know a lot of athletes get injured. I had to turn down an offer to go to a basketball camp too, which is pretty crazy. I really wanted to go with my friend. My friend's mom was willing to pay for it. Shout out to his mom. His mom is so generous. But yeah, I had to turn that down, and I also had to turn down some requests to hang with my friends too. They probably didn't even realize, but yeah. So here's what happened, guys. It was a Friday, and no, it wasn't a Friday. It was actually a Thursday. That Thursday, I was playing all day in the gym, and mind you, I went in at like 10 a.m. and then my brother was dropped off at 12 because he wakes up like around 12-ish, sometimes 1 o'clock-ish. It's one of those days where I woke up early in the morning to go put some work in because I like playing basketball. I don't know if you guys knew that about me, but basketball is my favorite sport. I like playing the game. It's really fun. I love the game. But I was playing from 10 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. and it was around 7, maybe even 6:30 that I sprained my ankle. So I'm going to explain to you how. I have this friend of mine, I'm not going to say his name, let's just say his name is Bob, right? So Bob, his mom asks me to play defense on him so he can get better at basketball. Putting more of a challenge on him by putting me on defense on him, right? So by putting me to play defense on him, those are the words. She thought I was like the best defender there because not many people around the gym were able to play defense. Like my friend Bob, you know, he has the ball and he's about to go up for the shot, right? And I'm staying in front of him. I'm sticking deep out. I'm always playing hard on defense because, you know, no matter what, the better the defense, the better you can play on offense. The better you can get the ball and have offense getting quicker. So playing defense, and I was about to block his shot. He was gonna go take a shot, and I felt like I jumped really high, and I felt me touching the ball as I blocked was about to land, and I landed on my foot, right, the wrong way. Oh my god! If I were able to show you guys how I landed, when I landed, like this, right, and then like my leg was straight and everything, and it just like it kind of cracked a little bit. I stood there on the ground and I was screaming because that was really painful, and I thought I fractured my ankle. So you know, no, he did not break my ankle. For all of my friends that thought some kid broke my ankle, but no, he did not break my ankle. So I'm being serious with you. I did not look where I was landing, and I landed the wrong way, which was pretty dangerous. I could have landed the other way. When I went to the hospital, the nurse said if I landed the other way, which was like, could have been like if you had your foot landing on the ground like this, the bone would have popped through the ankle. But I landed the other way, thankfully. Thank God I did. And basically it only gave me a sprain on my ankle. So my friends who were there with me at the time, after it happened, they were playing. I got my friend, his real name is Robin. Shout out to Robin for taking me home, right? He picks me up and he walks with me outside the YMCA with my brother. I didn't tell my parents because, you know, I was kind of scared to tell them. So we're walking back home, and I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell my dad, I just told my dad we were coming home. And his brother, which his name is Coco, they walked with me home. They took me inside and they stayed a little bit at my house. They were playing games and stuff. And basically, at that point, I was sitting in my brother's room. We were playing 2K together. I finally decided to take off my shoe on my right foot first to see what it looked like, you know, my ankle and stuff. I asked my friend Coco to help me take my shoe off, and he helps take it off. So once I take it off and I take my sock off and everything, I look at my ankle. Dude, that was messed up. Like, literally, like, freaking, oh my god, if I could show you, like, jeez, you know, I'm not even gonna show you because you guys are probably disgusted already. But you know that one bone on the right side of your foot, like on the right side of your right foot, one bone, it was like swelling and it was red and it was like bigger than the other one on my other foot when I took off my shoe to my other foot. Because usually I was comparing the two to see what was normal and what was not, and it was not normal on my right foot. It's hard to explain, but it was freaking disgusting. I hopped in the shower, you know, because I was sweating freaking balls, right? And I knew my dad right away that when I showed him, he was gonna take me to the hospital. So, you know, I showed him and that's what he said. He said, you need to go to the hospital, Yardley. I think you have a fracture. And I was praying to God that I did not have a fracture. I tell my dad, he calls my mom gets pissed, she talks with me on the phone, she's like, Yardley, why didn't you tell me this and that? You're 16 years old, you're not a little kid anymore, you're not Superman, you need to tell me, da-da-da-da-da. But I thank my mom because she's a caring mom. Thank you for being so caring. But, you know, at the time, she was yelling at me, and I was scared. So, you know, I was like, damn, I should have told my mom. Guys, when you get hurt, like, you gotta tell your parents first thing. I'm telling you, you can't just keep going without telling your parents because you need to go to the hospital. Like, it's likely that you have to go to the hospital because you got hurt for some reason and you feel like you can't move on your leg or you can't move on you can't even walk or something. Then you have to tell your parents. Please tell your parents. That's what you gotta do. But in this case, I didn't. I just told my dad at the last second, and then he called my mom, and then we waited for my mom to come home from school because it was late at night. You know, after work she goes to school. She arrives home at like 10 and she drove me to the hospital. I went to the hospital. You know, they scheduled an appointment there at the hospital, or they scheduled for somebody to come take me to a room, have me get checked. So at the hospital, there was a nurse, you know, who was telling me, since I landed the way I did, 99.9% of the time, it was not a fracture. I was willing to take that chance. I was willing to take that 99.9% of the time. So I did. And basically, they took me to a room on a wheelchair because I could not walk for crap. And basically, I was waiting in that room and I was like praying to God. I was hoping I did not have a fracture. So they had me get examined via x-ray. They examined me on the x-ray, and then after the x-ray, I basically went back to my room and I posted about it on my Snapchat, and my friends were asking me, are you okay? Like, left or right, they were texting me, are you okay, are you okay? And I had to open them one by one by one. And then my one friend, Gabriel, shout out to Gabriel, you know, he has a YouTube channel. I'll put it in the description so you can subscribe to him. And basically, he calls me, he asks me if I'm okay, you know, because he's like my brother to me. He's a brother from another mother. And I said, I hope so. I'm just waiting on x-ray results. And he says, you know, let me know if anything. And everybody's telling me, let me know, update me on what happens or whatever. And, you know, I'll just keep them updated. So, it wasn't a fracture, thankfully. It was a sprain. So, moral of the story is, when you get hurt, please tell your parents, or else you can die from either getting hurt or from not telling your parents. Which one it may be, I don't know. I don't know how your parents are. But anyways, you should tell your parents. I'm not going to stress this enough. Anyways, that is the conclusion of my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did not enjoy this pain. But please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Peace.